welcome to another RSR. Tonight I'm reviewing Toronto FC 1, Chicago Fire FC 4, and MLS 2024 Week 18. That's a horrible way to start the second half of the season. Toronto basically gives away 6 balls in the final attacking third of Chicago, and they make us pay 4 times. But that's just a symptom of the problem tonight. We'll get into it. 42 minutes in, Marin Haile Selassie scores. Gavron makes a foot save, gets the ball cleared, goes to Rosted. He plays it to Davy Flores. Davy Flores gets pickpocketed by Selassie, or gets pickpocketed. Balls played in and headed in by Selassie. Selassie scored. It's pickpocketed by somebody else, but the ball played in, header by Selassie. 0-1. Goal scored by Chicago. 45 minutes in, Lorenzo Insigne takes a shot. Bounces in past Brady. They call him offside for the first minute. They check it. He's seen to be onside. No goalkeeper interference. 1-1. At the half, it is 1-1. And Toronto look like they've answered and they can fix this back up. But in the end, no. Hugo Kuipers blows past Kevin Long. Long goes down for the tackle, but Kuipers, with that last second, curls the ball in past Gavron to make it 1-2 in the 57th minute. Mauricio Pineda scores a banger in the 60th minute from the top of the box. 1-3. And Alan Aragoni makes a run in all by himself. Nobody's cutting him down. Nobody's closing him down. He curls it in 1-4 in the 89th minute. That's the way it would end. 1-4 for the Chicago Fire coming into Toronto's house. Chicago Fire, not that good this year. And Toronto just basically hands them a win, straight up. Stats are as follows. 15 shots to 15, 6 shots on goal to 8, 62% possession, 38% possession, 615 passes to 376, 87% pass accuracy to 78, 6 fouls to 12, 1 offside to 1, 0 yellow cards, 0, 0 red cards, 0, 5 corners to 5. Toronto. Yes, they gave away 4 goals on 6 horrible giveaways or 6 horrible defensive lapses. They should have been scored on more, frankly. And the fact they gave the goal, I'm shocked for Insigne. But in the end, I wish he didn't score it because this team deserved to be embarrassed tonight. And I think they already were. But Insigne at least gives them a little bit of hope that maybe we're not completely spiraling. But let me tell you, it seems like the past 2 weeks, this football team did nothing football-wise after they drew to D.C. They chose to wallow in their self-pity. They chose to wallow and say, if that's how our first half ended, how are we going to do better in the second half? This team tonight, their performance reminded me of last year. It did. And if you remember how Chicago beat us last year at home, or at their home at Soldier Field, we didn't put the ball out. Latif Blessing did not pull the ball out, put the ball out. Chicago takes it, they score. It's a 1-0 win for Chicago. Toronto did the same thing tonight, but 4 or 5 times. They did not put the ball out when they needed to defensively. Sometimes you give them a throw and you let it be. They let them keep running their play. And guess what happened? They got scored on 4 times out of the 7 they should have. It's a joke. It's a joke. Insigne is throwing his hands up. He's getting pickpocketed like it's freaking Gotham City. He's getting pickpocketed left, right, and center. He's throwing his hands up like it was last year. Like, what's going on? Then our defense, freaking Sigurd Rosted, runs on the pitch like he's Bambi on ice. He can't defend. I don't know what John Herdman's problem is with Aimé Mabaka, but they do not want to play him. For some odd reason, they don't want to play him. And I don't understand it. He's better than Rosted. Like, what did he do? What did he do? Speaking of guys that John Herdman just doesn't like to play, Cassius Malula finally got another MLS run out. He's only had 11 minutes all season in the league. Most of his bulk of time came in the Canadian Championship. He gets another about 11 minutes tonight, but that's called a white flag because we were finished. Okay? At that point, we were finished. And we had nothing on the bench. I'm surprised they didn't bring on that Iari Sunderland kid, to be honest. I'm surprised. Because might as well. I'm surprised Malula got minutes. And then you got a situation of, hey, This team just does not look up to it tonight, or did not look up to it tonight. You do the Cuello dropping back into the defense, center back pushing up thing, it only works with Gomes. It probably could work with Mabica, but it ain't going to work with Rosted. And you saw what happened. Definitely left the team in chances of getting hit by transition. And guess what happened? They got hit in transition. Cuello's a good defender. Rosted's not a good midfield forward player. Why is he running forward? You know he can't shoot. You know he can't pass. You know he's not got good touches. He's not got good ball sense. He has none of that. And he's standing here, and they're pushing him up like he's freaking Gomes or Mabica. That makes no sense. That makes zero sense. So my point is, why? Why did the team look so bad tonight? That's my big question. Why? Because I know Bernardeschi wasn't there. We need him. I know Loreo wasn't there. Turns out, maybe less so, but we still need him if he's healthy. Osorio, he's washed. I think we need a number 10. I don't think that's Oso. I think we need somebody better than Longstaff, at least pushing the ball forward. But we can work with Longstaff as a 8/10 until we get a number 10. But we need a better defense, a better defender, a better center back. We need a better number 10. And I think we got a good defensive midfield. I do. But we need a center back, maybe a better right back, and a 10. And a better striker. That's obviously what this team needs. And the fact I know the transfer window's closed, but we know who we could go for, and I bet we aren't going to do it. This team is just sad. This team is legitimately sad. Because this looks like the moment where they could spiral. Yes, earlier in the season, they had that 3-game losing streak that was pretty heavily bad. But they came from that, built back, and had a good little run as well after that. This is another one of those moments of, do you crumble or do you grow? And it's a little bit concerning. It's happened twice in about 2 months. But we're in one of those lull periods. Do we build back from it or do we collapse? But the way they played today makes me feel like this time it's going to be a collapse. They're going to collapse. Because the way they played so lackadaisically, everybody on that pitch, they got to take freaking accountability for this one. They have to. Because Herdman's tactics have been found out. He has one plan, and when it's working, it works great. When it's not working, just because you can talk a lot of shit and say sweet nothings into players' ears, doesn't help you win games, my friend. It does not. You are a shit talker. You are a charismatic guy. You have one tactic, one idea, and it's not working the past couple of weeks. Maybe when Bernardeschi comes back, we look better on Wednesday, we forget about all this. I don't know, but this team does have to take accountability for the fact they did not look like they cared one damn bit tonight. They did not look like a freaking care in the world. They let Chicago get down on them like white on rice. The defenders stood there like freaking deer in headlights when the ball was at their feet and Chicago was pressing them. Seriously, I don't like that. I don't like that. That was such an easy game for Chicago because we basically handed it to them. Overall, I don't think we played that badly, except for the fact we handed them the damn game. 7 mistakes at the back, we paid for 4. We should have paid for them all. Should have been 7-1, 7-0. Should have, to be totally honest. We should have been completely embarrassed. But I hope these players take accountability for the fact that this was not the performance that they needed nor should have put out to jump back into the season halfway through, to start the second half. It was not the performance needed. It was a horrible performance, and they got what they deserved, which was handing the game to Chicago. They got what they deserved. Point blank, period. Facts. They got what they deserved. Chicago deservedly won the game because they were clinical. We gave them the chances to be clinical. Simple as that. You got to do better. You have to do better. Bill Manning, you need to find the guys. If you still are here, which you shouldn't be, you're still a problem. But the season's gone well enough that it kind of saved your ass. You shouldn't be here. But if you do, you should go for the guys we need. Like, I don't know, Rafa Montanunez for the 10, a center back that isn't Sigurd Rofstead, a right back, a number 9, stuff like that. But that's just my opinion. John Herdman, you're hitting your ceiling too quickly, frankly. You need to do better. Simple. Players, you need to take accountability for absolutely throwing this game away and getting slapped up by them taking your hand and slapping you in the face with your own hand, like one of those playground tricks. That's what you need to do. Horrible. Everybody's horrible today. Everybody was horrible today. And the further you go back, the worse they were. Even Insigne was horrible today. Yeah, he got a goal. Luckily, they gave it to him. He was horrible today. The back four, horrible today. Or the back... Yeah, it was more of a back four. They were horrible today. Gavron, he got put into a bad position, but in the end, he was horrible. Everybody was horrible today. Simple. Simple. With that being said, if you like this stream or video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification when subscribe. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you on Tuesday for my Copa America predictions. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the 18th will be my Copa predictions. I'll see you then. Sunday, Monday off. I'll see you on the 18th for the predictions of the Copa. There you go. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you.